Well, you said at the weekend you wanted your side to play like Barcelona. I think they got there tonight, didn't they?
I think we're a bit better than Barcelona, to be honest. Yeah, I think at times we were breathtaking tonight, and I mean, I don't know how many were here tonight, but it looked like it was a good crowd and a good atmosphere, and yeah, I mean, I've not watched all the games at Games with Trinity, but I bet there haven't been too many better performances than there was tonight. I thought as a team to a man we were a different class.
Rod Orlando Young is a winger who can at times frustrate, but at times be superb, and a little bit of everything with his goals tonight.
Yeah, and you know, I said to Rod when he came off, the first day he came to training, he forced me to sign him by his attitude, his application, his performances in training. Whenever he's come on off the bench, he's been a handful. You know, away at Mansfield, he got us the penalty that went on and missed. But every time, he's constantly giving me a reminder of, hey, Gaffer, don't forget about me. And I thought on Saturday he played well, and I thought today he was. I mean, he was unplayable, wasn't he? He was different class, and all his hard work in pre-season, he deserves that moment tonight. I'm so happy for him. He's a great kid. He's great to have around the place. The lads love him, and yeah, tonight he was unplayable.
And all goals in that game tonight, needing that composure as well, because so many times you see players go through on goal and sky it, put it wide, but every time he had the composure to put it right in the corner.
Yeah, absolutely, and long may that continue. Like I said, I know he's been here a couple of times before, and for whatever reason it hasn't quite worked out. And I'm not doing anything special with him or anything like that. I can't take all the credit. You know, the credit's got to go solely to him. His actually an application has been different class, and like I said, all his goals tonight were brilliant.
There was that little spell just before half time when they scored, and then
Yeah.
that first 5 minutes of the second half where they came on the front foot. Are you pleased your side got through that as well and stood up to the test?
Yeah, and it's the first time really that they had the hairdryer at half time. I really lost my temper at half time. Like I said, I'm never one of them. I'm never a ranter and a raver. I never, well, let's say never, very, very rarely do I do that, because I feel it achieves nothing. But I was so angry with the way we conceded that goal that gave them a sniff. Because I thought first half we kind of dominated, and just our structure was so wrong with 2 minutes to go, and I was fuming. So as a new group, a lot of young lads in there, you're kind of looking, right, let's see what the reaction is after they get a bit of a flea in their ear. And I thought second half we came out and was, I mean, for me, that's the best we've played since I've been here as manager. I don't know how long I've been here now. It seems like forever. Lockdown went on forever, but I don't know. I don't think I've been here a year yet. But for me, that's the best we've played since I've been here.
For a man who hadn't met his teammates till tonight, for a man who only signed at 4 o'clock, it wasn't a bad day for Kamal Grant, was it?
I said to him before the game, just edit and kick it and be a solid defender. And he looked at me a bit funny. And he must have thought, I've got a lot more than that guy. He was like Virgil van Dijk tonight, wasn't he? He was unbelievable. He was, I think the kid's he's only just 17. Yeah, he's going to be some player.
And it was that run I think it was in the first
Which
half.
one?
He went from one end of the goal to the other and nearly slotted it around the goal.
It was unbelievable. I was screaming, get back, and then I was like, well, go on then, carry on. You know, it was amazing. I think second half, I've seen Simon Haynes try to do it. I was like, you get back there, and you edit and kick it. I thought it was a partnership. They were brilliant. And like I said, he's not met anyone. He's not trained with us. And he came in and he was, hell of a debut.
And that must be what pleases you with tonight. You know, there's players playing for absolutely nothing. There's players you're bringing in last minute. 4 first teamers out. You can still put in that kind of performance.
Yeah, and as well, you know, we've got 2 of the staff, Corbs and Lee. They're here for nothing. They've done the whole of pre-season and all the games, all the travelling. They're here for nothing, not getting paid anything. So, you know, these guys deserve so much credit. You know, big shout out to Matt today, our secretary as well, who gets all the deals over the line. You know, without him, we probably don't end up with Kamal and Tyler today. So we maybe not get that performance. So he's working round the clock. So it's a massive team effort. And like I said, that's why I was so frustrated with some of the backlash we got after the Mansfield performance, because people don't understand really what's going on here and how difficult it is. And you know, the motto of the football club is in it together, and I felt after last Tuesday a lot of people turned on us. I've seen a lot of people's true colours really after last Tuesday, and if I'm honest, it left a real bad taste in my mouth. And we've bounced back from that with 2 fantastic performances. You know, like I said, even away at Warrington, you were there, we played well, didn't really get our rewards, and tonight was kind of a big up yours to a lot of people that have been giving us a lot of stick over these last few days. It seems like there's been a lot of people that are desperate for us to fail. So today was one in the eye for them.
And is that from people you feel around the club or outside of looking in on games?
Both.
That must be quite hard as a manager to.
Yeah, frustrating, very frustrating. Yeah, and like I said, this is probably going to be the most difficult season Gainsborough have had in a long, long time. And I said the other week, every 3 points we get needs to be celebrated because all of them are so hard. You know, we're constantly changing. Have you seen the movements over the last few days with players in, players out, injuries? Matty Dixon's picked up another injury today, so we are literally threadbare. And I think out of the 5 on the bench today and the 4 members of staff, so that's 9. 6 of them are not getting paid. It's unbelievable, So to take some stick off people, close to the football club is tough to swallow.
I guess you can use that as motivation. I mean, you never want to have that. Of course, you want everybody in the club to be behind you, but it's an easy motivational tool, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You kind of batten down the hatches and that siege mentality. I had a good chat with Richard the other day, and his support has been unwavering, really. And yeah, he understands, and he just said, listen, he said, just batten down the hatches and get that siege mentality with amongst the players, and we've really got that. I mean, tonight there must have been like 5 fights during the game, I think. I've been retired a few years now, but I nearly had to get my gloves on at one point.
You've got a Saturday off. It sounds weird because you're so early on in the season saying it must be good to have a free Saturday, but I guess just to tighten up on a few things, work on a few things, it is good to have that Saturday free.
It's more to give the lads a rest. Like I said, we've got, I don't know how much, the injury list is so long now, so hopefully we're another week on and we can get a few players back. But yeah, the lads are training Thursday, we'll be training Saturday as well, because we've got another big game here next week against Nantwich, again against a fancied team. On paper we had a really difficult start, so to have 6 points out of 9, I think it's an incredible return, but they come thick and fast. And like I said, my main, I mean, we've had Harrison today, again another 90 minutes, he's cramped up in there, his hamstrings tight. We've got so many that are really struggling in there, so having a week off is a real blessing, really.
And finally, I have to ask you, you've been involved in sport for many a year, have you ever seen anything like Rod Orlando-Young's lap of honour? It
was unbelievable, and you know what, he after he'd done his lap of honour, he went and did a cool down. And I've never seen him do a cool down in his life.
He just wanted to complete the lap.
Yeah, I thought he was going around again. It was unbelievable, but he deserved it. Like I said, I'm so happy for him because since he's been here, he's a breath of fresh air, and the lads love him. Ever since his first initiation song, we kind of knew he had something about him. I think he sang a bit of Marvin Gaye, and it was quite cool. And yeah, I've taken a real liking to him, and he's repaying us with his performances.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
There you go. That's Curtis Woodhouse, the Gainsborough Trinity.